Hi, good evening to one and all. I am Vinoda, lecturer in chemistry at GDC Gadwal. So today I am discussing about Sedgwick's electronic interpretation and EAN rule. The English chemist Neville V. Sedgwick made the observation that in a number of metal complexes, the metal atom tends to surround itself with sufficient ligands that the resulting effective atomic number is numerically equal to the atomic number of the noble gas element found in the same period in which the metal is situated. This is known as effective atomic number rule. So simply this is called as the EAN rule. The definition of the effective atomic number. So it is abbreviated as EAN. In the formation of a complex, each ligand is considered two donuts, one electron pair to the central metal ion. The total number of electrons which the central metal ion possesses in the complex, including those gained by it in bonding, is called the effective atomic number of the central metal ion. Sedgwick, with his effective atomic number rule, suggested that electron pairs from ligands were added until the central metal was surrounded by the same number of electrons as the next noble gas. Accordingly, the effective atomic number in a complex should be equal to 36, that is, the electrons equals to krypton, that should be equal to 54, that is, the electrons in xenon, or that should be equal to 86, that is, the electrons in radon. Let us consider the complex ion. Examine cobalt plus 3 complex. The atomic number of cobalt is 27. So the number of electrons in cobalt plus 3 ion is 24. Each of the 6 ammonia molecules donates a pair of electrons, so that EAN becomes 24 plus 2 into 6, that is equal to 36. This is same as the atomic number of krypton. Hence, the complex obey the EAN rule. The EAN rule correctly predicts the number of ligands in many complexes, and there are a significant number of exceptions where the EAN is not quite that of a noble gas. Hexacarbonyl chromium complex. In this complex, the central metal ion is chromium. The atomic number of chromium is 24. Number of electrons in metal ion is equals to 24. The electrons gained by ligands is 12. That is, here 6 ligands are there. So 6 into 2, 12. So the EAN is equals to 36. That is, the total number of electrons are equals to the krypton's electrons. So it is a stable molecule, and some of the metal complexes, and though EAN calculations are here shown in the table like this. For example, examine nickel plus 2 complex. In this, central metal ion is nickel. This is in plus 2 oxidation state, and its atomic number is equal to 28. So the number of electrons in metal ion is 26. plus number of electrons gained by ligands is 12. So that 26 plus 12, that is equal to 38. So it is unstable molecule. This electrons does not equal to the inert gas electrons. If the original metal ion has an odd number of electrons, addition of electron pairs cannot result in a noble gas structure. The tendency to attain a noble gas configuration is a significant factor, but not a necessary condition for complex formation. It is necessary to produce symmetrical structures like tetrahedral, square planar, octahedral, irrespective of the number of electrons involved. The many stable complexes are known in which the EAN is a few units above or below the number of electrons in the next noble gas. Next, the limitations of the Sedgwick's EAN rule. The central metal ion accepts a pair of electrons from each donor atom of the ligand. Hence, after the formation of complex compound, large negative charge is expected to be accumulated on the central metal ion, but this is not happening. As per Sedgwick's theory, the metal ligand bonds are all coordinated to covalent bonds, but in some complexes, metal ligand bonds are having either completely ionic or completely covalent or intermediate nature. For example, aluminum oxalate complex AlC2O4 taken thrice -3 complex. The nature of the bond in this complex is ionic in nature. Ferrous pentacarbonyl complex. In this complex, the nature of the bond is covalent. So that is the coordinate covalent bond. Titanium N2O. Some of the stable complex compounds do not obey EAN rule, that is, the EAN value is not equal to the atomic number of the nearest inert gas element, that is hexacyanoferrate 3 complex. The EAN is equals to 35, and diamine silver plus complex. In this complex, the EAN is equals to 50. Hexacyanomanganese -4 complex, the EAN is equals to 35. So these complexes does not obey EAN rule, that is, this EAN values are not equals to the atomic number of the nearest inert gas elements. Some of the complex compounds which obey EAN rule are not as stable as expected. For example, hexacyanoferrate 4 complex, the EAN is equals to 36, and hexacyanoferrate 3 complex, the EAN is equals to 35. Out of these two complexes, the first complex which obeys EAN rule but not as stable. The first complex compound is less stable than the second compound. This EAN is important and its calculation. So EAN values are equals to the nearest inert gas configurations. Those are stable complexes.